Good morning. Hey, happy Monday, everyone. So, a lot of people have been asking me recently about the business side of yoga, about my online business and my experience with running yoga studios and, just the general sort of business side of things. And I've been thinking about it a little bit. I have like a page on my website where I make some recommendations about people where I've received business mentoring and training, things that I think were really good and helped me, some resources. But I am also thinking of doing some more one-to-one and sort of formal work in terms of supporting specifically yoga teachers. I really want to work with people who are in the world of yoga and Ayurveda. So it's not coaching. The coaching industry is a whole other thing, and that's something that I'm not stepping into, certainly not at this time, in terms of like business coaching or entrepreneurial coaching. But I am thinking about running a training for yoga teachers about business. There'll be quite a few different facets to this because it's really going to be something. First of all, it's going to be small. I'm going to only take 4 or 5 women. That is for sure, because I want to work quite intimately. There'll be some options for one-on-one, like actually me really engaging with your business and giving you support and creating quite a tailored plan. I'm thinking that we'll work through creating a bit of a blueprint about what is unique about your business and your offerings. Because, at the moment, the whole AI thing is happening where there's a lot of copywriting being done by artificial intelligence. That's Leela that you can hear playing in the background. And what I feel is a lot of teachers are using that kind of, copywriting technology, and they're losing their individuality. So really the biggest thing I want to support a small group of women in doing is reclaiming your individual voice within what it is that you teach. Like, who do you want to teach for? What do you want to teach? In marketing talk, we'd call that your niche. But we'll look at that from a very, very kind of like yogic, spiritual perspective, which is something AI and, computers can't do for us. Like, it has to come from spirit and it has to come from your heart. So there's that element. And then just all the actual practical stuff. Like, this is the stuff I worked so hard over years to figure out. Like, all the mindset stuff is wonderful, and I definitely want to give support in that. But also, like, which platform do you use? How do you build your website? How do you sell things online? How do you create, checkout pages and do your social media and link it all up and have it all work in a way that's, cohesive and makes sense? Like, literally the practical stuff. And I just feel that there is nothing like enough support around that for people who are starting out or wanting to grow something online. So I really want to give options for that, talk you through that, look at what will work in terms of marketing, what doesn't really work, simplest, easiest ways to get all of those nuts and bolts in place. So I guess what I'm thinking about is really the balance between masculine and feminine, like the feminine side being what the offerings are, how they work, who they serve, and the masculine being the structure around that and actually how it's set up to be profit making, but also to be automated enough that it doesn't take all of your time and energy in then serving and providing for your students, your clients. The other thing I've been thinking about a lot in my own business recently is the ethical side of things. So I've been thinking a lot about the ethics of online marketing and what my business stands for and how I want to do my marketing. And I really want to have those conversations within this very small group as well. So I want to be kind of advocating a way of doing business that resonates with the yogic teachings. Most of you watching this will probably know me quite well, but those of you who don't, I've run yoga studios both in London and here in Sydney over many, many years. It's been a couple of decades now that I've been doing this work. Successful businesses that have made good profit. And then more recently, in the last 3 years, I've been running an online business that, again, is profit making and successful. It supports my family. Some of which now I'm doing whilst looking after a young baby. She's here with me now. So what I want to say to you is it's all possible. It can all be done. Like, the online space is busy, but it's certainly by no means finished. Like, we've still got lots of opportunity in that space. The in-person space, same. I mean, if you're watching this and you run a yoga studio and you want help with your marketing and help with your strategy and clarity around your offerings, then I think we could definitely have a conversation around that too. So yeah, this is where I'm at. It's very much just percolating in my mind at the moment as a possibility. It will be a small group. It won't be something that I do a big launch around. It won't be all over my website and my socials. It's going to be a fairly tight container offered as a sort of beta program to a small group of women. And then we'll see where that goes. I want to see how it works out for me. Like, I think it will be something I'll really enjoy, because I actually really enjoy sharing around this stuff, and watching people grow. And I've been doing it informally for a couple of friends now and a couple of colleagues, really supporting and nurturing them in growing their businesses. Like, one of my friends has a crystal business. She sells crystals and does workshops around crystals, and I've been supporting her. Another beautiful dear friend and colleague has an online yoga and ceremony business, and I've been supporting her. And so I just thought, yeah, actually I'm really enjoying this work. I might offer a container for a small group of women to go a little deeper. So if it's of interest, send me a message or send me an email, and I'll, in the meantime, start collating sort of what a price point might look like, what the structure might look like. But I'm thinking of a combination between one-on-one and group work,